According to the research I talked about in my last video, more than 60% of new ebooks published on Amazon in 2025 showed signs of AI-generated content. That's a shocking number. But here's what is even more interesting. We thought Amazon was trying to stop the AI flood by introducing a title creation limit in September 2023. But what if we got it wrong? What if Amazon isn't trying to stop it? What if Amazon is preparing to become part of it? Amazon's first response to the rise of AI came in September 2023. First, Amazon started asking KDP publishers to disclose whether their books contained AI-generated content. At the time, there was a lot of uncertainty around AI and copyright. The US Copyright Office was also examining whether AI-generated content could be protected by copyright. So, Amazon's announcement seemed to be more about monitoring AI content and protecting itself from potential legal issues than banning AI from KDP. Then, just a few days later, Amazon announced that it was lowering the limits on how many new titles publishers could create. Amazon said this was to help protect against abuse, but many KDP publishers saw it differently. AI was making it possible to create and publish books much faster than before, and Amazon was now limiting the number of titles publishers could create. So at the time, it seemed like Amazon was taking steps to control the AI flood. And honestly, that's how I saw it too. But now, things are starting to look different. Amazon is no longer just monitoring how sellers use AI. It's now giving its own customers the ability to use AI to create products. With a new feature in Alexa for shopping, customers can simply describe what they want. AI generates the design in seconds. Then, Amazon turns that design into a physical product. For now, this includes products like t-shirts, hoodies, tumblers, and water bottles. And Amazon handles everything else, from production through merch on demand to delivery. So the process is basically this: customer, prompt, AI-generated design, Amazon product, and honestly, at this point, it feels like nobody really cares that much about the copyright issues surrounding AI-generated images anymore. Looking at the latest developments and the way the AI industry seems to be treating copyright issues, I actually expected Amazon to eventually offer something like this to its customers. That's why back in December 2025, I created a 2-minute AI video imagining what the future could look like. In that video, I imagined a future where Amazon customers could create their own low-content books using AI. At the time, I predicted that something like this could happen by 2028. But now that Amazon has started doing something similar with merchandise, maybe it could happen even sooner. For those of you who haven't seen that video and are curious about my prediction, I'm going to put that 2-minute video at the end of this one. After you watch it, I'd love to hear what you think. Could this really become a reality before 2028? And this brings us to the big question. What about KDP? If Amazon allows customers to create AI-generated t-shirts and other merchandise, why couldn't the same thing eventually happen with notebooks? Just like I predicted in my video from December 2025. Or coloring books, puzzle books, maze books, basic planners, even children's books. Especially when it comes to low content and simple medium content books, the technology is already there. AI can create the content, the customer can personalize it, and Amazon already has the printing and fulfillment infrastructure. So the real question isn't whether Amazon could do this. The question is whether Amazon will eventually decide to do it. Now, I know what some people might say. Nobody is going to sit there and design their own notebook cover. And maybe that's true for some people. But Amazon is already testing this idea with AI-generated products like t-shirts, hoodies, tumblers, and other products available through merch on demand. People are actually using these AI tools to create their own designs. And the early feedback seems to show that customers are enjoying the experience. So maybe the assumption that customers don't want to create their own products isn't entirely correct. And if Amazon makes the process even easier, we could eventually get to a point where creating a product is as simple as writing a prompt. Prompt to product. And once that happens, the line between a customer and a creator becomes much harder to define. I have been publishing on Amazon since 2019, and I have uploaded thousands of low-content books over the years. I have never published an AI-generated book. Zero. I still create my book covers in Illustrator using the old school way. And honestly, because I don't create complicated designs, I don't really need AI to do it for me. But this isn't about being anti-AI. The real question is how the competition is changing. Back in 2019, your competition was mainly other KDP sellers. Today, your competition is other KDP sellers plus AI-powered sellers. And in the future, it could be other KDP sellers, AI-powered sellers, and Amazon's own customers. And that could completely change the game. Let's take coloring books as an example. I have never published a coloring book myself, but over the last few years, we have seen many people start creating coloring books with AI. And if you are not using AI, you might still be able to create more original and higher quality artwork. But the problem is that AI users can produce many more books in the same amount of time. And that creates another problem. More books also means more people competing for the same customers and advertising space. I have been hearing from publishers that the estimated cost per sale for coloring books these days can be around $3 to $4, and that's quite high. It means your launch and advertising costs can also go up significantly while your profit margins get smaller. And if Amazon's own customers eventually become your competitors too, things could get even harder. So if you are not using AI, you are spending much more time creating each book, while at the same time, you are potentially making less money than publishers were making in previous years. Even if everything goes right, that's a tough position to be in. Let's go back to the research I mentioned at the beginning of this video. According to that research, more than 60% of new ebooks published on Amazon in 2025 showed signs of AI-generated content. So what happens next? 60% today, 70% tomorrow, 80% in the future? I am not saying that's definitely going to happen, but if AI adoption continues to grow, the number of AI-generated books could become even higher. And now, Amazon is giving its own customers AI tools to create products. Maybe we misunderstood what Amazon was doing. We saw AI disclosure requirements, we saw title creation limits, and we thought Amazon was trying to stop the AI flood. But maybe Amazon wasn't trying to stop it. Maybe it was simply trying to manage the legal and operational risks around AI. And now Amazon seems to be learning how to monetize it. So what does this mean for KDP authors? I think simple products will become increasingly difficult to compete with. Basic notebooks, generic planners, simple coloring books, basic puzzles. The easier a product is to generate, the easier it is for AI to compete with you. But products based on real expertise, experience, or specialized knowledge may have a stronger advantage. As I have said in some of my previous videos, I think making a full-time income from KDP is going to become much harder for many people. And honestly, I think more of us should start looking at KDP as a good side hustle rather than relying on it as our only source of income. The market is changing, and I don't think that the old KDP strategies will work as easily as they used to. And that's it for today's video. I am going to leave that 2-minute AI video I created back in December 2025 right here, and after you watch it, let me know what you think. Could this really become a reality before 2028?
It's finally the weekend! Let's get out of here!
Yeah, see you Monday!
Where is my notebook? I can't find it anywhere!
Don't worry, sweetie. We'll check again tomorrow.
But it's my favorite notebook.
Mom, I'm home.
What happened, honey?
My unicorn notebook, it's gone forever.
Hey, no worries. We'll fix it. Let's check Amazon. Maybe we can find a new unicorn notebook that looks like yours.
Okay.
What do you think about these? Should we get one of them?
These don't look like my unicorn.
Okay, then we can design a unicorn similar to yours ourselves.
Can we really do that?
Of course.
So, how do you want your unicorn to look?
A cute unicorn with rainbow colors and sparkles.
Okay, now let's write our prompt. Just a few more seconds, our notebook cover will be ready. Here it is. What do you think?
Mom, this is amazing. I love you.
As the final step, let's type wide ruled and 100 pages in here, and then we'll hit print.
Yes.
When do you think it will arrive?
We chose the fast delivery option. It shouldn't take long.
Look, I see it.
My unicorn notebook is here.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, we're no longer limited to sellers' products. If we imagine it, we can make it.